Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another trending topic reading. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Hi, my name is Bianca. Some of the OGs on this channel knows me as Miss J, and welcome to Wisdom and Light, where we do trending topic readings, we do astro readings, and whatever that's going on in the cosmos. And happy Halloween to all of you. If you celebrate this holiday, happy Hallows Eve. I hope you guys have a safe holiday. And for those of you that doesn't celebrate Halloween, then I hope you're having a great day. And let's jump into this reading. So in the spirit of Halloween, I thought that I would finally do a few spooky readings here and there, and this was highly requested. We're going to be reading on the Mendez brothers. If you guys do not know about the Mendez brothers, then I would definitely encourage you to pause this video and please do your research. They just had there was actually a huge Netflix series surrounding their case, and a lot of people felt that the Netflix series was a little bit sensationalized and it didn't really tell the truth about certain things. But I wanted to do a reading on if they will ever get released out of prison. And I actually went out of my way to ask a lot of you on Instagram certain questions that you guys would like to know, just to kind of help me out and to see what you guys wanted to see in this reading. And quite honestly, it narrowed down to 5 specific questions. So I'm going to be answering those questions as well as channeling and just seeing what is to come for the Mendez brothers. Keep in mind that these readings are done for entertainment purposes only. You absolutely do not have to believe in anything that I am saying, but grab what resonates and throw out what doesn't. And let's get started. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you're excited. And let's begin. So first things first, I want to look at the overall energy surrounding the Mendez brothers and how do they feel about the Netflix series that is out. How do they feel about the Netflix series that is out? These cards flipped open, so let's just take that as a sign. You know, the other day when I was pulling cards for this case, Ace of Wands also showed up, but it's called Ace of Candles in this deck. I'm gonna pull one more card for clarification. This is the Chariot reverse. We have the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Chariot reverse, the Hermit upright, and then we have the Strength card also in a reverse position. And Ace of Swords. Knew ahead of time that this was coming out, and there's hope for them. Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot reverse, they feel like, one, there's hope, and 2, this is allowing them to revisit the past and to evaluate what needs to change. Because mind you, this is talking about their past. So I can only imagine that it's invoking a lot of feelings within them. Hence why the Chariot reverse is here. This is talking about what took place. The Hermit upright, the Strength reverse, and then the 2 of Cups. They just feel that for a very long time, their story has been quiet and kept under wraps, or not a lot of people were really giving them a lot of energy. I'm sure they tried to appeal it. They've tried to plead their case that no, they really went through the things that they went through. So when the Netflix series came out, this was what they were waiting for. This was what made them feel that, okay, we have a chance. We can finally tell our story. But there is something very, what's the word that I want to use? Overwhelming. They feel very overwhelmed, but they also feel optimistic. Overwhelmed, but optimistic. And where the brothers separated during their time when they were incarcerated, I don't feel like they were together through the duration of their sentence. I feel like they either just started to be around each other, or I'm not really sure what's that about, but it's talking about how this Netflix series, they feel that it's a blessing in disguise because it's bringing them together and it's bringing out the truth. And remember, in the past, they had a lot of supporters. They had a lot of people that felt that, no, the parents were harming them. They felt that very strongly. So again, the fact that we're in 2024 and all of this is coming back up again, they just feel that this is divine timing. I say that because the Knight of Wands can talk about things that we're passionate about. The Ace of Wands is that new passion, that new beginning, that burst of hope. The Chariot is talking about things that are happening, or we're not really going forward, because in order to go forward, we have to go backwards. The Chariot reverse, the Hermit, Strength reverse, and the Two of Cups. They believe that this is going to open the doors for them to be free. So I want to say that they're very optimistic about it, but it is bringing up a lot of feelings that they kept beneath the surface. That I will say. And then we have Ace of Swords. Yep. They're going to fight back. They're going to continue to keep fighting back until they get the results that they're looking for. Temperance reverse, and then we have also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have the Nine of Wands, but this is not going to be easy. This is not going to be an easy battle. I did do a little bit of research, but I didn't dive as deep as other people would have. So I like to keep it that way too, because I like to walk in readings not knowing too much information. That way I give an honest reading and not something that's biased. So that's really why I walk into these readings blindly. But they feel hopeful. Intuitively, they feel very hopeful. They feel like this is what they've been waiting for. The only thing is, with Temperance reverse, it's saying that they have to make the best out of a negative situation, and that's what they've been doing, but they have to continue to do so, because just because it's getting attention again, it doesn't mean that everything is going to be easy and everything is just going to be 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of things that are going to be brought up, and there's even something going on with while they were locked up. I'm not sure if one of them got in trouble, but intuitively, whatever little things that they did while they were locked up, if they gotten in trouble, if they were reprimanded in prison, that's going to come up the surface and say, well, why should we even let you free if you did this? Or why should we give this to you? Because if you did this, then definitely you meant what you did to your parents. So that could be the argument in court. So I do feel that it's going to be a fight. And there's, I keep seeing a big man. There's like, he's not tall, but he's heavy set from what I'm picking up on. He does not like the older brother. This kind of feels like a correctional officer or a police officer or a warden that does not like him. He talks down on the older brother, and I feel like the older brother just ignores him. I don't feel like he gives him a lot of energy. I just picked up on that. Even though they have a shot of winning, because I do see there's so much hope in this reading, and the fact that the Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords is here, they have a lot of support from civilization, from us, to help these two get out. There's people that do not want them to get out. There's someone, I just feel like there's like a rivalry going on with like an officer and one of the brothers. I feel like it's the older brother and a rival officer. It's strange. What I'm picking up on is there could be officers or people that are in charge of the prison that sabotages certain things. So the brothers have to be, they have to be very vigilant. They have to make sure that they are looking out for themselves, because it just feels like sabotage. I keep hearing sabotage, and they have to make the best of the situation that they're in, because there could be blockages created for them to not see this outcome. Okay, so the fact that there is light at the end of the tunnel, but I see someone pushing a big boulder so you can't see the light anymore and they're trapped, tells me everything that I need to know, that they're actually very close to walking out, because they will have proof. I feel like they have information, Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords, but there could be someone that's trying to prevent that, because like I said, intuitively, I'm seeing light at the end of this deep tunnel. And when they're getting closer to that light, someone is pushing something to block that door from opening, to block that light so they can stay where they are at. I'm not sure what that is. That feels like conflict within the prison, politics within the prison, that has really nothing to do with that has really nothing to do with their story. This has everything to do with making enemies and friends along the way, and people just not wanting to see you get out. That's just what I'm getting from this. So they have a long fight ahead. They do. Alrighty, so I want to get to the questions that you guys had. I asked them on Instagram, and I had to write them down because my iPad is dead, and I thought it was charged, but it's dead. So I had to write it down, and it narrowed down to 5 questions because a lot of you guys were asking kind of the same question. So I narrowed it down to 5 because the most repeated questions are the ones that I'm going to be answering in this reading. So thank you to everyone that submitted your questions. And the first question that I thought that was very interesting that I'm going to start off this reading with is channeling the parent's perspective. I want to channel the parent's perspective. And let's focus. Show me the parents. Temperance reverse is showing up again. Show me the parents. Show me the parents. I normally just use cards to direct my energy. I'm not really channeling using tarot. I'm channeling in a different way, but I use tarot to direct me. That way I'm not bouncing off the walls, and tarot just kind of keeps me centered. So let me focus. Channeling the parents. Show me the parents. Show me. 4 of Wands reverse. Queen of Swords. Show me the parents. 9 of Swords. The Sun. As I'm focusing on the parents, there's an emphasis of the mother. I know we hear a lot about the father and how he treated his sons. But personally, I feel that there's something about the mother in this reading. This is not to say that the father is not as bad, because I feel that there was definitely something going on here, but the mother, it's very strange, because I keep feeling like there's embarrassment, there's humiliation, and then there's anger. There's anger here because of the things that are happening within the household and keeping things quiet, keeping things a secret. 9 of Wands. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. And then we have also, I believe this is it's the 7 of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 10 of Cups. That's 10 of Cups. She knew what was going on. She knew what was happening, and she kept it secret. She kept it quiet. And the father, King of Pentacles reverse, he was already doing strange things in the marriage before the boys were even born. She knew what he was capable of. And we have to remember that these were during the times when being who you are, being out of the closet was looked down upon. And to an extent, it still is today, depending on your family and religious backgrounds. Could be much better. I advocate for that. It could be much better, but it was not a time to be down low back then. It was not a time to be gay. And it's unfortunate that that was the case, but it's interesting. She knew about her husband and the things that he liked. She knew, and she kept this a secret. again, I know that the father allegedly did what he did, but the mother knew. She was very much so aware. And may I say, even enabling the behavior, and in a weird way, what I'm picking up on, blaming the sons or telling them this stays within the family. You do not talk about any of this to anybody else. This stays here. It was all about keeping a certain image. She's showing up as the Queen of Swords in this reading. And when you're young, I can see that being very, you know, my parents said, don't tell anyone. My parents said that this is normal. My parents said that this is what it needs to be. So you're just doing what you're told. Now, of course, these two young boys became men and they rebelled and they did what they did, not excusing that, but they did what they did. But I wanted to focus on the parents' perspective, and it's showing me the mother's perspective. She knew that her husband had these issues or these ways about him, and she kept it within the family. She kept it secret. Even the Four of Wands is reversed as well. There was a lot of secrets within that household. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Eight of Swords. She kept this under lock. But the Sun is showing up in this reading, followed by, I believe this is the Seven of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is the Five of Swords, excuse me. Did she blame the son? I keep seeing arguing with the mother and the older son. The older son always held the mother accountable, because it's like the boy saw the father as a monster, but who is in control of the monster? Who can make the monster stop? Who can save the day? She can. So it's like she knew what he was capable of. And it feels like one of the brothers, I feel like this is also the older brother. The older brother feels more, he's more assertive. He's more outspoken. He will stand for what's right. He will defend himself before the younger brother. This is, you know, that's just what I'm picking up on. I'm feeling like they clashed. So do you guys know if the mother and the older brother clashed? Because he held her accountable towards the end. And you know something, my sister was telling me, when they did the autopsy on the parents, the mother had more wounds than the father did. So the fact that I'm seeing that the mother had a lot of influence tells me everything that I need to know, because when I'm looking at the perspective, I'm looking at through the mother's perspective. So why didn't she stop it from happening? I just heard guilt, and I also heard humiliation. She didn't want, yeah, Two of Wands, and then the King of Swords, she didn't want that to get exposed. And how about the older brother, the older son is very similar to the mom. They clashed a lot. They clashed a lot. And wasn't he the one that came up with the idea to do this, by the way? I didn't even watch the Netflix series too much. I just saw like a small documentary, but it just feels like he was definitely the leader here, and there was definitely animosity towards the mother. And the mother felt like she needed to keep all of this a secret. And there was even resentment towards the children because of what the father was doing. Again, this is around those times where if a man is doing these type of things and he's supposed to be married to a woman, because there wasn't a lot of information about sexuality back then, a woman can feel like it's an attack towards her womanhood. She can feel like, you guys are the cause of why my husband is doing all of this, and I'm not about to have you guys speak out and ruin everything that we've built, and you guys are ungrateful because none of that is happening. And if she knew that he was doing these things, she turned a blind eye to it. So the father was a monster, but the mother enabled it. And that's what I'm getting in this reading. That's pretty eerie. And it was going on for a very long time, off and on while they were children. So there is some truth to mistreatment going on here. There is. And when I focus on the father's energy, he's King of Pentacles reverse. King of Pentacles reverse could be someone that's greedy, someone that's selfish, someone that only thinks about themselves and doing what's best for them. And notice how in all of these cards, it's showing family. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands reversed, that's the home. King of Pentacles is showing a home and it's reversed. A lot went on in that household. 8 of Pentacles, a stairway within a home. 8 of Swords is the entrapment. So there was definitely a lot of sinister things going on here. And then Temperance is reversed here. And then 9 of Wands, a lot of blockages. They definitely put up a good facade. The mother is not, she's not innocent. The mother is not innocent here. This is pretty heavy. Let me focus on the questions at hand. Were they sexually, were they harmed? The next question is, were they harmed by the father? I definitely feel yes, because of how the mother is reacting. We have 5 of Swords, we have the World, we have the Star. Yes, yes they were. Yes, they were. That's the answer to that question. The next question, how does the father feel afterwards about his sons for telling the truth about the horror that they endured from him? How does the father feel intuitively? They have both passed on. Have a candle lit right here. How did the father feel intuitively about the brother speaking out? King of Pentacles reversed again. 2 of Cups again. Transformation. King of Pentacles reversed the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups represents his son. Transformation. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. He felt exposed. Were they very wealthy or rich? Because he felt that this was going to ruin his reputation. And I'm also hearing, I don't know why I do this. I just do it because I can. I don't know why I do this, which is in the realms of mental illness a little bit. The word that I'm hearing loudly is exposed to answer that question. How did he feel that the sons exposed him or accused him of causing this towards his son? I'm hearing exposed. And not wanting to face that reality. The horrors that they put towards their children. 9 of Pentacles, the Empress reverse representing the mother. She is the most sinister in like her, and again, this is not saying that the father is not as bad. It's just, it feels like the mother was worse. Because if she was upright in this reading as the Empress, you're going to do everything you can to get your children away from this person. But it's reversed. So she was involved in this, or she turned a blind eye to it. Because even as I'm doing the reading, she's not focusing on what's happening. She's focusing on, you boys are about to ruin our reputation. Were they important within their community? Were they rich? Were they have money? Did they have status? Because this was all about their image too. Someone also asked, why did the boys go on a huge shopping spree after the event that took place? Did they have any remorse? Did they have any remorse? 8 of Wands. Queen of, yeah, they were spending her money. And Knight of Pentacles, they were treating themselves. It was like, you know what, we endured so much. We're going to go do what we want to do because we can. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is them. Knight of Pentacles, you see how they're fighting over a piñata in this imagery? Here's where we get to the meat and potatoes of this reading. Will there be a retrial? Which was the most asked questions. Will they be able to get out of prison? Will there be a retrial? A retrial. Seven of Pentacles reverse. 7 of Pentacles upright. Yes, there will be a retrial. there will be a retrial. It's working towards it. There will be a retrial. Yes. It will be a long fight. Four of Wands. But the boys could end up getting out of this because there's going to be evidence or proof of this. Of them proving their case that this did happen to them. And it also talks about how when young men speak about what happens to them, it gets dismissed. And that needs to stop. Six of Pentacles. There are people that do not want this to happen. And there's going to be information or proof out. It's not just some letter that people are talking about. There's more information that's going to be coming out that's going to vindicate them. Yep, they could. 3 years or less from what I'm picking up on. 3 years or less. 3 years or less. How do the boys feel about what happened? And every time I'm focused, it feels like the older brother was doing what he needed to do. It's like the older brother was doing everything that he needed to do to protect the younger brother. If anyone has remorse, the younger brother has remorse. The older brother, he feels more, I did what I had to do to protect me and mine because we were under attack. The younger brother, he feels very conflicted. Same cards are showing up. Seven of Wands and Nine of Pentacles and Three of Wands. They felt like they were defending themselves, especially the oldest and the Magician. And it feels like when they get out, Queen of Cups, there's like women that they're gonna go to. They're gonna more than likely go under the radar. They'll do interviews, go under the radar. One of them's gonna get married, or they're already married. They might renew vows or something. I don't feel like they're gonna be a danger to society. I feel like if anything, they're just going to be telling their story. The both of them may marry, or they're already married, and then they kind of go off the grid. But they have a long fight ahead. The reading isn't showing me that they're getting released like it's 100%. It's showing me it can go 50-50. It can go either way. It really depends on how they go about this. They would probably benefit from getting like an astrologer, readers, making sure that they do things at appropriate timing, because even though they have a lot for them, they have a lot against them as well. So it's not gonna be 1, 2, 3. They have to be very strategic in order to be released and make this happen for them. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts regarding this reading, and we'll be back with another reading. Bye, guys.